Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Dana.
Joe.
And we are with Dana Joe & Co., our education business, where we help photographers build the business they have always dreamed of.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. Cool. And we're coming at you today with video number, I don't even know.
But we're going to be talking to you about why you need...
Why would you tell me about?
What?
I said we're coming at you today with another video and you're like, but...
You got to tell them what the video is about. We're going to be talking about...
raw, and this is life.
We're talking about workflows.
Workflows.
Yeah.
Clearly we're not flowing in our work. No, but seriously, we're going to do a 3-part series. So this is part 1. Why workflows are...
important and necessary.
Yeah. So let's just dive in.
So what's a workflow?
Workflow? I don't know. What's a workflow?
Okay. I'll roll with it.
No, serious. Workflow is something that's going to set you up for success. I don't even know where the camera is right now. There it is. It's going to set you up for success with your business, because when you start getting busy and you start taking on more and more, I'm going to say putting on more and more hats, essentially, you are the brand ambassador of your own social media. You are the curator of Facebook. You are a blogging master, or maybe you are a content queen. You meet with your couples and you create custom templates. You do it all. You need a workflow because this is going to set you up for success for when you need to rinse and repeat, and you need to keep your business afloat with all the things that come into place with running a photography business. It's not just about booking the clients, and it's not just about showing up on session day and taking beautiful photos. Where that is important, you're going to need a good workflow to keep you having a successful system in place, so that way you can hand it off to somebody and then just show up and shoot. And then they do your workflow for you.
Yeah. So think of a workflow as like the modern day assembly line, right?
Yeah.
So you put the raw products on in the beginning, and then at the end comes the results, right? So it's hard to tell when you're like, as a photographer, it's like, because you're doing stuff in person, you're doing stuff online, like there's a lot of moving pieces. But what you're trying to create and to be able to run a successful photography business is basically repeatable results that clients love, in an experience that you can recreate no matter who you sign on, right? So by creating a workflow, what you're doing is creating a system that can rely on, but also continually gets the results that you really want to.
Yeah.
The other benefit too is, if your business isn't doing well and you have basically a workflow system in place, you can start to see like, hey, where in my
Falling
workflow
short.
Yeah, exactly. Where am I falling short? Like, like, why aren't I getting reviews, or why am I not getting booked? Like, maybe it's because you don't have a workflow for follow-up, right? Maybe you don't have a workflow for getting clients basically their photos back to them all the time. Maybe you don't have a workflow for editing, or basically you don't want the business to take over your life. And
you don't want to fly by the seat of your pants.
Exactly. So you want to do because there's going to be days when you're tired, but you still need to get work done. You're like, okay, I know, like, once I load up photos, I need to cull, I need to edit, and then I need to load it up into, whatever your hosting platform is. And then after that, I deliver the photos, right?
And then the blog, right? Yeah, all that jazz.
So you want to take brain power away from having to think about it every single time, and you write it out basically like a checklist. And you follow that checklist for every single client.
Every session.
Yep. And you know exactly what to do. So now when you have a team member, or eventually when you start to grow, let's say you want to scale your business. Let's say as a wedding photographer, you want to do 40 to 50 weddings a year, right? Could you imagine doing everything on your own? Like, it would be an absolute nightmare.
There's no way.
So you would create workflows, and then you'd start to look around and be like, hey, can I find an office assistant? Can I find a virtual assistant, right? So now, instead of me doing all my social media posting or my blog creation or things like that, because I have a workflow in place, I can take that and I can hand it over to them, and I can pay them a small fee, and then they're going to take care of it for me, which then frees up your time. Guys, this is how you grow businesses. This is how everybody grows businesses. It's all about scaling, and the way that you do that is taking your time back and paying other people to do the work that you don't need to be doing.
Yeah.
Whereas,
but before you do that, you need to know what work needs to be done.
100%.
So that way, if there's a hole or something's not happening, you're like, hey, I've been there, I've done this. This is XYZ. This is what needs to happen.
Yeah. So basically, a workflow is just an assembly line that saves you time, lets you scale your business, and
Sets you up for success.
Sets you up for success. So in our next video, we're actually going to be walking through our pre-wedding workflow. Now, you know, we have a lot of workflows for a lot of things, but we'll just be hitting on like our pre-wedding specifically.
And keeping it short and sweet and to the point. So you can recreate it and have, you know, an attainable workflow for yourself. Yeah.
So you can kind of see how we operate and you'd be like, oh yeah, I like that. Let me give that a shot if you already have a workflow in place. Or if you have no workflow at all, then you'd be like, oh crap, you know, at least it'll be a good starting point for you and then you can adjust.
And if you've never heard of this before, dive in. There's a lot of things on Pinterest that you can look up that talk about, you know, social media workflows, wedding workflows, editing workflows, post-production workflows. A lot of people write stuff about it, so it's a good thing to go research.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, if you are part of our free group, comment below and let us know what workflow you have in place already for your business and which one is your favorite. And if you are not a part of this group that I'm talking about, come join us. It's free. It's called the Booking Lab, where we do out-of-the-box marketing techniques to help you grow your business.
Amen.
Amen.
See you in the next video.
Subscribe.
Bye, guys.
We need some outro.